Hey, what is up, everybody? Don't mind the chaos of the camera being fucked up at the very start. Hey, what's up, everyone? There we go. Don't mind me, guys. I got some pizza. There's a funny story about this, but first, I just want to say sorry for missing last week. I really wanted to be on time this week, but I was a couple minutes behind. Sorry. But that's low-key because of the pizza, so I think it was worth it. But yeah, you guys might get like a slight, ASMR mukbang today. I don't know. But yeah, so I realize all my stuff is all the way over there. I always forget how to start a live stream properly. How's everybody doing? You won't talk as much because you're working on a timeline? That's okay. What is up, Raven Warp 33, not the real maniac? I can't read Martha. Mirtha? How's it going, guys? Yeah, so I guess I'll just sort of start off with a quick little announcement. It's kind of the reason I was unable to live stream last week, but it was kind of pretty important. So officially, I'm moving again. I know, crazy. Some stuff worked out where I'm finally able to get like a roommate to like help split the rent, and we're gonna be moving in about a month into a 2-bedroom apartment rather than one, which I think will be a nice change of pace. Having a roommate. And if you're curious, yes, they're the one in the thumbnail walking in with the pizza, because that lines up with the story that I'm about to tell you guys. Yeah, I'm moving again. Not a surprise. I feel like I've moved so many times, but I've actually been in this apartment probably the longest out of all of the apartments I've been in. Which is kind of weird to think about. Buffalo sauce. Yeah. So in about a month, like midway through December, I'm gonna officially pack everything up and start bringing it to the new place. So basically that just means another new setup is coming soon. I'm still planning on doing the weekly live streams from now through then. It's just, we'll kind of have to play it by ear a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, we're eating on stream today. My roommate told me to not forget to eat today, so here we are. Though it's also really fucking good pizza. Though, okay, before I start the stream, I'm gonna go off on a little pet peeve here, because it pissed both me and my roommate off. She's actually hanging out right now, but she's a fan, so she's in the live chat. Or at least she told me she'd be in the live chat. It'd be kind of funny if she wasn't. But basically, she was like, yeah, I'll order us a pizza and we can eat that before your live stream. And I was like, heck yeah. And it was like, pick up at like 4:05, I think it was. And I was like, yeah, if we leave around 4, it's like an 8-minute drive. We should be able to get there, get back. Have plenty of time to eat it before my live stream at 5. Or so I thought. But, long story short, my roommate left her phone here because it died. But because she had ordered it as a guest, we weren't able to use the little code thing to open the hot and ready box, like the auto delivery thing. And the staff there, they were so rude. It was crazy. Like, I've seen some rude staff before, but they were assholes. Like, I guess they don't want people fibbing on who's picking up delivery orders without codes or whatever, which I guess, but the way she went about it was really mean. So, long story short, we drove all the way to the pizza place, got denied our pizza, even though it was chilling right there in the box, because we didn't have the code. So we drive all the way back to my apartment, another 8 minutes, and we got stuck behind like a couple slow cars, which was really annoying. And then we get her phone, and we double check everything, and there is a QR code on there, so we're like, damn it, okay, oops, whatever. We grab the code, I screenshot it so it's on my phone as well, just so that in case her phone dies a second time, because it was only on the charger for like 10 minutes, we would still have the code and stuff. We get to the fucking place, and they took our pizza out of the warmer, so we have to wait for one of the staff members to show up again. And literally, I was so bad. It was a different guy who was way nicer, but he was also kind of like, he looked like he was dead inside, which is so real. But he was way nicer, and all we did was just say, hey, we're here to pick up a pizza for so-and-so, and he was like, okay, and he pulled it out of the box and just handed it to us without scanning codes or nothing, and we were both like so dumbfounded, we just drove back in silence. It was fucking stupid. So, in other words, the live stream was late today because I had to drive to the... because I had to drive pointlessly to this place because this worker there was being lazy. They were like trying to chill in the back, and they were like, we don't have that order, you gotta have the code for it. And it's like, her name is on the screen, what do you mean? Like, okay. Rant over, because the pizza's pretty good. But oh my god, that was so annoying. Let's see here. Okay, I know what's throwing me off. I normally have these flipped. So I keep looking over here. I'm like, why does this look wrong? There we go. But yeah, so that's the crazy pizza story. Hey, don't knock cold pizza. Cold pizza goes hard sometimes. Cold pizza goes hard at 3 a.m. But yeah, so we're back at it again with D3athTrap, guys. I'll show you what I've done so far, because I did do a little bit more. Sorry, I was chewing. Haven't painted it yet, but I did officially give D3athTrap a little sphere tail. It's not as ginormous as the one Koi Bonnie has, but I think it's really cute. So I still have to go through and paint all of this with the weathering and stuff, but this piece is pretty much done. The only thing left to add is going to be some clips going down to the thighs, and then also essentially like some shoulder straps to go up and around so that it doesn't like slowly sag as I walk, if that makes sense. So like the shoulders will keep it up. Excuse me. And then the other thing I did, I put the fabric on the toes. I still also have to paint these as well, but that's fine. But at least I don't have to do that on live stream anymore. So there's that. So technically all that's left to build for D3athTrap is I want to do this like torso section out of wires, and then just the thigh, chin, and like a little kneecap thing. And then I think all I had left planned was just to do like a little couple touch-ups here and there, like with paint and stuff. So once all that's done, should be pretty cool. Yeah, let's see. There we go. So today, I think what we're gonna do is I got this, this kind of old black shirt. I just sort of had it in my supplies forever. It's a bit large, but I'm thinking I could modify it to be a bit more my size in the middle. The arms won't really matter because what I want to do is basically make this into the shirt that kind of goes between the torsos and stuff. And yeah, like put some wires on it and stuff. So that's what we'll probably be working on mostly today. Is the live chat not popping up on the screen? Don't mind that. I think, did I disable that? Wait. Let me see. Somebody say something, please. Oh, there it is. Hey, technically filming, what's up? So that was my roommate. She's hanging out here for today. Alright, who just said 6'7" in my chat? Moderators, ban them. Ban them immediately. No fun here. Alright. So, I'm now realizing, since I'm wearing a hoodie, I won't be able to get this quite right. So I'm gonna do a thing real fast. Which fucking one is it? I always forget. I really gotta label these. Yeah, so I'm gonna step slightly to the side here, put this on, just so that I'm not in the shot. Yeah. I realize I have my like outdoor stuff on still. Release me! Release me! Oh, this is fine. I'm sure these webcams can't pick me up on any of these. Alright, here we go. So, basically what I'm doing is I'm gonna put it on and then pin it so that I know where to cut it. Here we go. Big shirt. Big shirt. My name is Skylar White, yo. That is true. I named myself after the worst Breaking Bad character. Alright, I'll try to do this so that you guys can kind of see it. But basically, the goal is to make it more like this. Does that make sense? Rather than this. Maybe we'll switch it to that for now. Oh, I have some clips over here. Oh. That I'm gonna use. See, some people ask why I don't just sew stuff. I'll be so real. I'm just not good at it. And I'm not nearly patient enough for it, so hot glue is where it's at. But I guess if I'm gonna have the music on for this. How's everybody doing? That makes so much sense. Thank you. Why are we just saying numbers in the chat? Am I a boomer? Is that what this is? Okay. You know, it might just be easiest if I just trim it up this seam here and then pin it and glue it. I think that's what I'll do. Alright. Give me 1 sec. Whoa! I don't know if you guys could even see that in frame. But I'm gonna just use my fabric scissors on this first. Oh, there we go. I'm not too picky about the arms for this, because one of them I'm gonna turn slightly purple, because then you should be able to see it a bit more. But this is mostly just for the wire torso. Just try not to cut any unnecessary holes here. Careful, SpongeBob. Careful, SpongeBob. Careful, SpongeBob. Okay. Yeah. We're basically turning it into a poncho, kind of. For now. You know, I'm actually gonna swap these because I keep looking at the wrong one. There we go. I just moved my monitors. Now I can see the live chat a little bit better. SpongeBob, get the door open. Somebody say door? Is that a When Fate Comes Knocking reference? That's crazy. Ooh. Speaking of nothing related to what we were talking about. Halo! I found this at the thrift store for $1. And it's so cool. It's very reflective. But you could actually, come on. You can actually see through it pretty well. even though it's like completely opaque. I just think that's really cool. I might take the visor out and use it for something. Guess we'll find out. Sorry, I'm chewing again. I'm gonna just throw it over my hoodie. I don't want to have to change shirts every 5 minutes. Alright. So, it is no longer connected. So the current goal. Oh. Ah! There we go. What I'm gonna do, I think, is I'm gonna have this part kind of go forward, and this part go back, and then glue it, and then do the same on the other side, because the fabric is slightly stretchy. I think it will help the torso, if that makes sense. Toodles! Bye, Raven. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, so we'll start with this. About there. Clip. We'll take this one, do the same, right about here, okay, right, no, or like this, there we go, I think, wait, oh! There we go, I think. That'll mostly work. This part will be glued in as well. But we can work with that, I think. Oh. Feel the static electricity off of this. Alright. So, next thing to do is to flip it inside out. Because that'll keep the seams on the inside. So there's that. Remember when I told you about the command staff? Yeah, I remember. That's the thing with the command block on it, right? Not too worried about this being perfect, just because I'm going to cover it with a bunch of stuff. But if I can get it to line up good, that would be preferred. There we go. I love working with fabric, and by love I mean despise. So kind of like how my parents feel towards me. Damn! Drama dumping on Maine. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody! And I'm on something today. I feel like I'm on something most days. Copious amounts of drugs, perchance? No, not really. Mostly just energy drinks. Oh, I got hot glue stuck to my thumb. No! Release me! So we just did a quick little strip here to secure the internal side. Now we're gonna flip it over to the same. Then all we gotta do is the same thing on the outside flap. And I think that'll be good. Yeah, hot glue burns are the worst. I do not care for them. I'll just say hot glue burns, 3 out of 10. On what measurement scale? I don't really know. 3 out of 10. Try to not get the hot glue on my finger this time. Dave, are you dumb? Bro must have found my Twitter account. Maybe I muted him. Well, you mean he's muted now. At least on here. That's the secret about Twitter. You don't block people because that means they win. You mute them, and then they keep complaining towards nobody. Alright. I'll let this hot glue cool down just a little bit. Around. I kind of want to try it on before I glue it the rest of the way, but also I kind of want to just say YOLO and just finish gluing it and then try it on and hope that it did what I wanted it to. I like to live life dangerously because I'm transgender in America and just want to be left alone. But apparently that's too much to ask for. Speech to text also sucks. Yeah, that's true. little more. Monster Energy, not sponsored. Though I wish they would. Mostly just because I'm an addict. You think you're gonna head out? Well, thanks for hanging out, FNAF Glitch. See you later. Hope you have a good night. See, working with fabric and hot glue can work most of the time, but can also end disastrously if, like, you put a bead of fabric or a bead of hot glue on fabric and then the fabric flops around and lands on your hand. That has happened before. It is not fun. Alright, I think for the most part that is all I need to do for this. I'm gonna let this cool for a second and then I'll try it on. And then we'll go from there, I suppose. Just, oh. There we go. Man, it gets dark so fast now. Daylight savings time really throws me off every year. Yeah, you right. I will definitely say Burn Trap's bulging eyes that I did on my original mask was like the one part I really did not like how it turned out. But I just kept it for some reason. And then, like, as soon as I was like, I'm gonna turn this into something better, I was like, we're getting rid of these bitches immediately. How's the goofy human on screen? Me? I'm goofy. Doing okay. I don't know if you were here at the start of the stream, but I did mention that I'm going to be moving next month. Nothing too crazy, but it'll be a cool change of pace because I'm getting a roommate. Yeah, that works, I think. I can work with this. Alright, look guys. So you guys remember how baggy it was? Now it's way less baggy. So this top section won't really matter at all, but my thought for this part, grab the arm real quick. I think it's this arm. So I think it's this arm. This spot right here. It was kind of just like a big gap. So my thought is I'm going to take this same fabric, like this purple fabric, because I still have some, and I'll just glue it onto this shirt in this little corner here. So I'll just have like a little purple sleeve to put on so that when I put this part on, it'll be the same part as that. And then before I put the rest on, I would just make sure to attach this neck piece over top and then put the rest on. So that's the current game plan with that. Excuse me. This other side I won't really need to do at all because the way it sits, the gap is way smaller, so that part doesn't bug me. But yeah, let me I'm gonna do a thing real quick, so hold on for a second, guys. I'll be right back. Hey, I'm back. I had to go take my boobies off. That's a joke, I'm wearing a binder. My boobies are thoroughly attached. You know, sometimes I say things before I think about what the connotation of it is. But anyway, yeah, I figured I would put on some of these pieces here with the shirt and then use like a Sharpie or something to kind of mark where everything is. And I'll just put it this way, I love progesterone, but progesterone doesn't like thin costumes. So I had to invest in a binder for cosplay purposes. Though I am technically gender fluid or non-binary. I'm something. I think what I really am is just an agent of chaos. Cause like, Isn't that what it all comes down to at the end of the day? So this part, shimmy, shimmy. Hey, look, I got a little tail. Oh my god. And then this part. There we go. Let me switch this. Wait, actually, just turn it. So you guys can kind of tell where I'm going with this. So this will sit more about here a little bit. So this middle part is where we're gonna add all the fake wires and stuff to kind of connect the whole thing. I look a little goofy right now. You got a walking taco with apple cider? Bro, I'm jealous. Well, somebody says, how do I not get more views? I don't know. People just don't really watch anymore. But I'm here for myself mostly, to be honest. I just like doing this stuff. It's fun. Okay, I had a Sharpie around here somewhere that I was gonna use. But I have seemed to misplace it. Will orange work? Got an orange one. Let's see if this works at all. Is that visible on black? No. Okay. You know what? I think we'll get a little creative. Let's all agree to never get creative again. Except for right fucking now. How's my day going? Yeah, it goes pretty good. Thanks for asking. Sorry, I had to click the thing. Oh, no. Well, that'll work. Okay, so the current game plan. Let me pull this so that it is not bunched up at all. There we go, I think. That's relatively smooth. When all else fails, I'm just gonna put a little white paint on my finger and just go pour it. Because I'm gonna be gluing stuff to this and painting it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. That was on footage forever, but whatever. There we go. We'll get this. Basically, I just need to make sure I mark the shirt so that I don't start too low or too high. That makes sense. And I'll do a little on the backside too. Run out on me yet, white paint. We've been through so much. That's a lie. Hopefully I'm making sure to get it on the actual shirt and not my black pants. But
That's
Ooh, do I have more white? Oh, I do. Get out of here. This one's way fuller. Cool. Alright, one more blop, and I think we're good. Like I said, I just need like a rough estimation area. That's good. Alright. You guys can kind of see I did a little line. This part will rest up more like this because I'll have those shoulder straps on it. So it'll be a bit higher up than that. And then here as well, we'll kind of go over top of what I paint to look like wires and stuff. So I think I can take all this off and go from there. Yeah. Oh no. Ah! Who put all this white paint on my brand new shirt? What the fuck? We have fun here, folks. Alright, so I'll be real, I don't really have a plan for exactly what I want to do with the wire pattern here. My thought was I could use some fabric, maybe some conduit tubing, and a few other things to kind of give that semi-3D effect, if that makes sense. So basically between here and there is where I'm gonna be working with, or what I'm gonna be working on. So we'll kind of just start on the front here. Debating if I should check my fabric, because I might be able to just use some fabric for some wires as well. Let's see. Tearing apart my house. There we go. Fabric. So, what I'm getting at is I think I could use some felt and or like red fabric here to do like some wire effects. If I cut them a little thinner. And then we could start there and put some conduit tubing over top. So I think that's what we'll start with. Why no feet? Bro, you should have been here at the start of the stream. I finished the feet. Well, mostly. They're already yellow. Oh. Silver. I kind of want to do more than silver though. Oh my god, how did I not notice he's spamming feet for that long? I don't have silver fabric. It's not exactly how fabric works. Or at least the fabric I have. But I'm talking about doing like a lot of wires. Like a few red ones and a few other colors as well. I think should look pretty cool. They'll be majority silver, but I want a couple colored wires. Okay, bro, this is like your 5th time spamming on live stream. I'm sorry. Just don't talk about feet so much. It's a little weird, my guy. No offense, to each their own, but the joke is funny only for so long. So I'll just have those two for now. Yeah, I know. That's why I just said wah, and I nipped it a little bit. Should I have a blue wire? Purple wire. Purple wire could be cool. You know, now I'm not sure. I do have some stuff over here though. I might fix this. Okay, so I got conduit tubing. I actually have quite a bit of it. But I don't want it to solely be conduit tubing. Does that make sense? This could work for something. It's like a stretchy elastic. Yeah. I think I could use this for like if I painted it and then painted it, like if I painted it black and then painted it silver, it would kind of add a little variation between the different wires. So I might do that as well. Oh, my hair just keeps getting in my eyes. You know, I realized that I'm way more southern than I used to think I was. Just like, I say y'all way too much for somebody that's lived in Michigan for like 10 years. Though I guess y'all is kind of a universal thing. But, I don't know. Whatever. So the goal for his torso is to kind of do this, like, without the eyeballs, but like this kind of like wires all over each other effect. So we'll start. It starts with one. If you know, you know. Boom. Done. Not really done. But that's what I'll say when we are done. I'll be like, boom. Anyway. Why is my phone in that drawer? What? I didn't even put it there. Yo, let's go. It says I have 0 concurrent viewers. Nobody does it like us. A few of these I'm gonna have be a bit more 3D than others. So maybe not quite this 3D. Come on, scissors, do the scissoring. That's your job, bro. I'm gonna need to get nice scissors like this sometime, because these ones are not working as good as they used to. Stream is dying. Like, do you mean like viewers are dropping off, or like quality's dipping? Because I ain't here to be crazy entertaining. I'm just here to vibe, you know? You want to vibe with me? You're welcome to. Viewers. Yeah. You right, you right. Ah, goddamn. I swear these used to snip through stuff way better. Might have dulled them out a little too much over the years. Let's put. We'll not have it cross quite yet. Okie dokie. I'll see you in a few minutes then. Release me. Done. Now we got about 38,000 more. Oh my god, I'm so excited for the FNAF movie, guys. It's like the one thing I'm looking forward to. It's not entirely true, but I'm like really excited for it. Thinking since this one's a little short, I might have it kind of branch off of one of these. Something like this. We'll figure something out. gonna watch it with your uncle? Yo! What's up, uncle? Still gotta eat my cheese-filled crust. Aww. I just saw that in the thing and it looked like I put it more in my nose than in my mouth. Yeah, I'm so hyped for the FNAF 2 movie. I think the character that most people are hyped over was Mangle. And then that whole thing with the marionette came out, where there's like a really freaky, actually kind of creepy, possessed version of a character or something like that. And low-key, I'm kind of more hyped for that than Mangle now. Because, like, I'll definitely agree with the critics of the first movie and say it's not exactly scary. Like, it's got some tense moments, but it's not really like, ah, you know, if that's like a way to measure things. I measure on the scale. This robot's gonna come to life? This robot? I'm more concerned about these robots. I feel like those ones are gonna come to life. It's okay though, if they do, I'll beat them up. Fun fact, they're actually more scared of me than I am of them. I'm the crazy one in this house. Anyway, did my headphone just break? What the fuck? Bro. 6 missing kids. No. Nah, I got spring locked earlier. That sucked. Very itchy. My fucking earmuff popped off. What the hell? How am I supposed to listen to these sweet tunes without my ADHD getting involved? Joke's on me, I can't. Oh. Nail polish? Hell yeah. The nail polish is even purple. Oh my god. The lore. The lore. Yeah, I'm so hyped for the Yellow Rabbit's return too. I hope we get way more William Afton in the sequel. It looks like we might, or at least get some like dream sequences of him in the FNAF 4 house. Or at least in the William Afton house. Or whatever they call it. But I'm hyped. Incredibly hyped, actually. Would be a more accurate way to say that. Asgore and William Afton are similar. I mean, the more I think about it, you're right. But also, what? Release me. There we go. That's like my new what's the word? Vocal stem. Whenever I'm like struggling to do something, I'm just like, release me. Yeah. See if you guys can see it a little better. we're working in a confined space, but I think it'll look nice. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know if I've heard that one. It could be good. I really like the Spider Dance song from Undertale. That one goes hard, in my opinion. In my professional opinion. Spider Dance. I will say that song just lives rent-free in my head, because I will remember that was one of the first songs I ever finished one of those 10... Oh no! That was one of the first songs I ever finished one of those 10-hour videos of. You know, the ones where they're like, this song on loop for 10 hours. Way back in the day, that was one of the first ones I ever watched to completion. There we go, fixed it. Which I think is hilarious. Ooh, Big Shot is good. Yeah, those are all fire. Put those headphones to use. Okay, okay, you got me. Alright, I'm gonna trim this a little bit more. I hope that didn't work. Damn, X-Acto knives don't really work too well on this stuff. It's a bit more complicated, I suppose. I think I'm gonna put this up there. Maybe I could, ooh, I could stick it like this. Could work. Do I have any Steam games? A few. I like, been playing Terraria a lot lately. Just for funsies. And an oldie but a goodie that I really enjoy playing is Age of Empires. That one's a lot of fun. At least in my opinion. Not very good at it, but like, I can at least best some computer players. You said stream, not Steam? Oh. No, I don't really stream games anymore. I used to, but nobody ever watched it. I love Sonic, or at least Metal Sonic, the coolest dude around. Didn't answer you from earlier? Which question? I have ADHD. You'll have to you'll have to specify. You got a song you want me to hear? Okay, okay. Stay with me, okay, okay. You're starting to worry me, but I'm here. Dead or Alive Metal Sonic. Listen to it. Ooh, that sounds cool. I like Shadow the Hedgehog. Like that OG GameCube game. It was so hard. That was like one of the first games I played that I really liked. And it's crazy because it has like a story tree, just like when Fate Comes Knocking. It's just kind of funny how life inspires art, or art inspires life. Something like that. I think. Maybe. I don't know. I make FNAF animatronics. I'm not a philosopher. Oh yeah, Shadow's the theme song for the Shadow the Hedgehog game. I think it's called All of Me or something like that. Something close to that. That one goes pretty hard. Starting with these, I think that looks pretty cool. I'm curious. I think adding the red will actually not look too bad, because like I'm gonna paint over everything again, so I can darken this red a lot. I think it'll look pretty cool for like wiring. Didn't the Sonic franchise start the furry fandom? I don't think that's necessarily true. I feel like the furry fandom's been around for way longer than that, because that OG Disney Fox Robin Hood, I feel like that was around the time the furry fandom started becoming a thing. Though I will say it definitely helped popularize it, the Sonic fandom. At least I think so. I think if I go like this, it'll look pretty cool. It's like a little blah. Furries have existed for millions of years. Bro is spitting straight facts. Yeah, I think adding a little bit of color, at least red wires, will look really good. Maybe I'll go back and add like a red wire or two on the arm to make it more consistent. But I kind of dig the color addition. When Dead or Alive reaction, that could be cool, though I feel like I would get copyright claimed like immediately. Unfortunately. After I add these two reds pieces, I'm gonna try the shirt back on. I've only done the front, but I think it looks cool so far. Good enough, I think. Alright. I'm gonna try this thing on. Hell yeah, this is actually looking like what I want it to look like, and that is always the goal. Alright, I'm gonna put on the torso and the leg, or not the legs, but the lower waist, just to see. I'm definitely gonna add a bunch more wires. It's just gonna take a long time, so this is kind of just like a preview. Ooh, okay. The vision is there. I can see it. Okay, I'm digging this, guys. Look. The vision is there. You guys see it? Ta-da! So far we have only done the front. But I want to do this, but like a lot more of them. But all the way around. And I think it'll look really cool because then I'll still be able to like do a bunch of movement in the costume. Be all spooky. And then he's got his little tail. Yeah. Okay, cool. How long have I been streaming for? It's not copyrighted, fan made, please. Okay. Can you send me the song on Twitter? Like, just tag me and I'll give it a listen. And I'll respond on... Damn, we've been going an hour 20 already? Okay. I'm kind of feeling a little done already, so I think I might wrap up today's live stream here. You guys get to see what we've done so far, which is mostly just this torso bit. But like I said, this shirt is going to be connected to the purple arm, and then that neck piece I'll wear as well before putting the helmet on. But yeah, when fate comes knocking prop, ooh, let me think. What do I have? What could I show? I could probably show something. What the skibbity? Okay. Not me digging through my drawer here. You know, I don't really have a ton that I could show off right now, to be honest, without like spoiling a ton of things, but I might do a full-blown actual review on this guy later. I did mold him into a new TV head, which is kind of funny because it almost works for D3athTrap, which I think is funny. He lights up. Oh, I might do a full-blown showcase on this, but like, wait. His eyeballs light up. Click it. Click. That's not the button. So you can see, not on, and then his mouth goes. That took so long, by the way. Yeah, I named him Sunny, S-U-N-N-I, and I'll probably give you guys a better look at this guy next time. Maybe do like a little live showcase, but like there's some Lego Technic in there, and I think it's pretty cool. Though I will say the Technic doesn't work quite as well as I want it to, so I'm calling this one Sunny version 1, because I plan on updating him / changing him a little bit as time goes on. But I really want to keep that face movement thing because I think it looks really cool. But yeah, hopefully you guys had a good day today, and I will see you guys on the next one. Tell me one of her powers. She's cute and nice and wears a raincoat, so she doesn't have any powers. She's just a little lady, a little guy, a little non-binary TV head feller. But yeah, alright guys, I'm gonna end it there. I'm tired. Have a good week. I'll see you on the next one.